Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this launch webinar for SherWeb's Partner Success Initiative's new program. This is Maxime Provencher speaking, and I am the program lead for SherWeb's Partner Success Initiatives. And I want to thank you all very much for coming out to this webinar today. So here is our agenda for this webinar. So at first, we're going to tell you how we created this new program and where we're coming from with this new program. I think it is essential that we run through this task before we run into the details of this new program. I think you will appreciate what we've created for you even better. And then we're going to reveal this new program. And then after the reveal, we will get you a complete overview of this exciting new program. And once we're done with the program, we will have a Q&A session. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So how did we create this new program? I think that to start with, we should tell you what SherWeb's Partner Success Initiatives are all about. The main goals for SherWeb Partner Success Initiatives are the following. They are either to accelerate customer acquisition for SherWeb's partners, or to accelerate the adoption of cloud-based services among SherWeb's partners' existing customer base. So the program that we're about to show to you today is made for you to acquire new customers, not just customers that will buy SherWeb's products, but really new managed service customers where SherWeb partners make the most money. So how did we create this program? So back in 2018, we ran a pilot for our MDF program. So we tested an initiative to see if we could pull together an MDF program fund. And this program allowed us to test multiple marketing strategies on end users. As you know, SherWeb is a fully channeled company, so doing marketing to the end users was something new to us. So before we went to market with something to help you guys do marketing to your customers, we had to do a bit of studies. And through this program, we tested pretty much the entire scope of what's possible in today's digital marketing. So we tried Google AdWords. We even have non-digital marketing, such as print ads and magazines. We had Facebook ad campaigns. We had people doing postcards. We tested event format marketing. We had some people even do billboards. We had some call-out campaigns with some telemarketing agencies. And we also did the classic email campaign. And the results that we got from the pilot didn't lie. Numbers didn't lie. We found that informational or educational marketing events came out ahead big time. So they had twice better KPIs in all major digital marketing KPIs. So they had twice more leads, twice more valuable opportunities, twice more deals closed, and they also had they required half less of the investment to the second next in line, which was call-out campaigns. And in some cases, right, some activities actually yielded no results at all. So we saw even more than twice the results. In some cases, it was up to 800%. Marketing events were 800% more effective than some of the other marketing activities that I just outlined. So quite amazing results. Here are some examples of people that did marketing events during the MDF program pilot. So we had one partner taking part of the pilot that had 30 attendees, all of which were 50+ user organizations. And after their lunch and learn, they had $30,000 of potential new Office 365 MRR added to their pipeline. That's quite amazing. Then we also had another partner in the program that saw overnight returns. So that NSP had 20 attendees, a bit less than the first one, but they closed the deal for $10,000 of net new Microsoft Office 365 licenses the week following the event. So overnight returns. And what's great is both of these partners accomplish these feats with an investment of about $3,000. So in the first case, that represents up to 1,000% return on investment. And in the third case, it's an actual 333% return that was seen by that partner. So it's amazing. These are the types of results that SherWeb Partner Success exists for. So when we saw this, In November 2018, when the pilot was finished, we started a mission to develop a plan that would help us have all SherWeb partners achieve similar results. So we looked at how we could develop an MDF-backed applied marketing program that would focus on industry best practices for informational events to maximize all SherWeb's partners' ROI in marketing. Then we've also wanted to set us our goal to develop a business-centric messaging program to attract decision makers' attention, the people that have the power to make the sale happen for SherWeb partners. And then we made the promotional workload as easy as possible. We gave ourselves a goal to make the promotional workload as easy as possible to integrate with an MSP's daily business. During the program, we saw that it was very difficult for some of the people taking part in the pilot to complete the activities because some of them were still in the break-fix model. They could be called on the field at any point. So it was hard to sit down and focus on marketing. So we wanted to create a program that would address that issue. So then to create this program, we didn't just pull this out of thin air. We went on a 6-month research spree. And through the research that we've done, we had interviews with SherWeb partners, SherWeb vendors, industry veterans, consultants, technology marketing thought leaders, and even MDF management software vendors. We also did a focus group with partners that took part in the MDF pilot at the 2018 SherWeb Accelerate Summit. Back then, the idea was still only a concept. It was only a couple of ideas on paper, and people gave us full green lights. We had the full go-ahead by the people that took part in the pilot. And then what we did once we had an actual proof of concept, and we went on the field to deliver this program to you to test the concepts that we had developed, and we tested it in real life, and we attended and we supervised our own events, and we also tested all the marketing promotion principle. So without further ado, I'm extremely proud in the name of SherWeb and the Partner Success team to introduce you to our brand new program, the Growth Accelerator Program. So what is this new program all about? This is the newest initiative for SherWeb's Partner Success initiatives. It is a new and improved marketing development fund program. So basically, this is the new skin over SherWeb's Marketing Development Fund program. How will this be delivered to you guys? It's an online video portal, okay? And it's going to give you an applied marketing masterclass that will lay a blueprint on how to promote, host an event, and convert the attendees of your event into new managed service customers. That's right, folks. This program was built specifically for MSPs, so we didn't just build a marketing program out of thin air. We really focused all of this program so that it fits the reality, the business reality of managed service providers. And of course, it's been built around SherWeb's core value, one of SherWeb's core value, which is customer centricity, okay? So why did we structure this program around events? So now I'm going to tell you what we learned from our 6-month research project. First, the main reason and the main theme of this program is that educational events provide leverage for SherWeb partners to grow. Why is that? So let's look at the 4 main reasons. Number 1 reason is educational events or lunch and learn format events can allow you to conduct what we like to call one-to-many selling. So if you could do marketing out there and let's say host an ebook that would be gated to gather some leads. Every time you gather a lead, you would have to do a call with the person that opted in to get your ebook. And then, if you had 30 leads, you would have to repeat that process 30 times. And we found out through our research that some of you out there do not have marketing resources. So it only makes sense for us to pack a room and have you do one pitch. So if you were to do one of these events for the program, then you would do one pitch that would last an hour with 30 people. If you scale that over a year and you do one event every quarter, then you would save around 120 hours by doing 4 lunch and learns. So it gets you a lot of time, and it gets you to do one pitch instead of 30 pitches. So you save a lot of time. Leverage. Second reason is educational events attract decision makers. So in this program, we'll show you how to attract C-level executives, small business owners, people that have the power to make decisions and get you the sale. If you have the correct messaging, which we'll show you in this program, then you will have these people coming to your events because this is what they're attracted for. Okay, we're not going to be based our messaging around product features, but around business solutions, things that interest decision makers. Third reason why educational events provide you leverage to grow is that you can get funding from third parties. So we'll show you how to build sponsorship, and we'll show you how to invest as less as possible in your money and involve other people to take risks, so you don't take the risk on your own and get high returns on your investment. And the fourth reason why we went with educational events is our research shows that it accelerates and covers the entire sale and marketing cycle. Number one reason why it does that is that by hosting these events, which you should do for free, usually, you disqualify yourself as a salesperson towards decision makers. So it makes it much easier to get in front of people that take decision by taking that approach instead of doing just nurturing and doing some calls. Sometimes you'll have to do 7 or 8 calls if you want to get in front of a decision maker. By taking the free educational approach, then it basically disqualifies you as a salesperson, and it attracts sales decision makers to your event very easily. So that's why it accelerates the nurturing process. And then let's look at how events cover the entire sales marketing cycle. First thing that it does is it helps you gain local brand recognition. So if you do these events and you do it 4 times a year and you get about 30 people, then you'll have spoken in front of 120 people at the end of the year. And these people will start talking, right? And by doing a free educational event, it helps you position yourself as a subject matter expert, somebody that decision makers can use as a consultant. So it helps you gain local brand recognition. Second reason why it covers a sales cycle is an event is great as for lead generation. So your events will be what we call lead magnets. Lead magnets are devices in digital marketing that help you determine if someone's interested to your offer. So people that would register to your event, regardless if they don't show up to your event, will become your leads because they will opt in through the landing page for your event, and they'll get you their name, their phone number, and their email. So events are great for lead generation, even though people don't show up, end up showing up to your event. Third reason why the event format is good to cover the entire sales and marketing funnel is that it adapts to your sales and operational processes. Ideally, when you do an event, you should try to convert the people in the room into some form of assessment, okay? So we've done a lot of research again with some consultants, industry veterans, and what we learned from our research is that in order to close a customer for an MSP, usually things most of the time start with some sort of assessment. So in your event, we'll show you how to convert the attendees into assessments. And the number 5 and last reason is that events will create a compound effect to the referral process. So through our research, we also found that most of SherWeb partners relied on referrals as their lead generation process. Well, events are perfect. Even if you don't end up closing the people that attend your event, well, it'll get people talking because you'll be sitting in front of decision makers, which are from your locality. And if you make a good impression, people might start talking, and then some more leads might evolve from your event. So now let's have a program overview. What is this program all about? So this program will be split in 3 modules. In module 1, we will show you how to promote your event. So in that, we'll learn you the 4 best promotional channels to use to promote your event. And by the way, as I said earlier, all these promotional channels have been tested by SherWeb, and we know that they work. Next thing you're going to learn in module 1 is you're going to learn how to use the best and easiest digital marketing tools. So we'll get you a full course, and we'll show you which tools to purchase to conduct digital marketing like a pro. With the tools that we'll show you in this program, You will have everything to conduct digital marketing like a pro. Third thing that you're going to learn in module 1 actually is something that you're going to get is you're going to get ready-made marketing collateral, and you're going to learn how to customize them. That collateral has been built by SherWeb, and it's going to be based on these tools that we'll show you in this program. So all you'll have to do is just to go and plug your brand anywhere you want, because the content is all white labeled. You won't have to hire any sort of external agencies to create the content. SherWeb has taken care of everything for you. And then the fourth, and to me, one of the most important things in module 1 is that we'll show you how to automate or outsource the promotional workload. As I said earlier, we did a lot of research, and from our research, we saw that it was hard for MSPs to conduct marketing on a daily basis. So we went and we tried to develop a promotional strategy that leveraged technology, so the bot technology, and that relied a lot on automation so that you guys can set up the bots and let the bot run the majority of the work for you. You'll see we're quite proud of that, and it's amazing. In module 2, we'll show you how to plan and host your event. So we've leveraged SherWeb's internal expertise to build this module. We're going to get you at first funding tips. So we'll show you how to build a sponsorship plan and have sponsors, so your hardware vendors, your local ISPs, or other local businesses to fund your event so that your personal investment is as low as possible. And then we're going to show you the best practices to plan and host your event. Once again, we built that working with our internal marketing agency. Here we have event experts. If you've come to the Accelerate Summit, you'll see that SherWeb knows how to throw an event. And then in the third thing you're going to learn in module 2 is you're going to get event content and the full script to convert attendees into IT assessment. So yes, we have built a full deck for you based around the topic of cybersecurity, because through our research, we saw that basically cybersecurity was the most interesting piece of content right now that you could use to attract decision makers to come to your event. So we have a full script and we have a full strategy for you to convert the attendees into IT assessments. And then in module 3, we will show you what actions to take after the event. So we'll show you how you can nurture the people that you don't end up converting into your event to make sure that you incur zero loss through your marketing process. This program is built around a zero loss philosophy. Okay, so people that come to your event, you're going to be able to convert them. People that don't show to your event, we'll show you how to nurture them and perhaps push them to your next event. And then finally, we're going to show you how to build a long-term marketing strategy around that program. So using the leads that don't show up to your event and inviting them again to your next event, and then doing perhaps 4 of these events a year to create a real lead generation machine for your business. And then we will have a Facebook-based community, because we're going to be introducing a lot of new concepts to you guys. You guys are going to have to deal with some tools. So of course, we're going to have to support this. We're not going to let you guys alone throughout the process. We're going to work with you all the way through the process to ensure your success. So we have created a Facebook group, which is called the Partner Success Community. And in this group, we will give out support. We'll give out coaching calls every week. We will share and collaborate with all SherWeb partners. We're going to see what works well, what doesn't work well. And from your feedback, we will evolve this program to continuously improve it. All of this, folks, is an estimated value of $5,000. So if SherWeb was to sell this, of course, we won't do that. To you guys, we could charge between $5,000 to $7,000. There are similar things out there, and that's usually what they go for. But since you are a SherWeb partner, this is a new complementary part of our offer, and it's available to all SherWeb partners. Regardless of your MR, regardless of the number of products that you sell with us, everyone has access to this program. We want you guys to grow, and we're there. We are your real partners. And all of this is launching officially on June 3rd. So on June 3rd, make sure that you put a reminder on your calendar. You will receive the invite and the portal will be live. The program will be ready to go. The Facebook group will start getting attendees, and you're going to be able to sign up for the program. So what are the goals what are the goals for you if you enter this program? So the goal is for you is to follow the 3 modules of the masterclass, to promote and host an informational event around the topic of cybersecurity, so you can win some leads and some customers. Your targets will be to get between 40 to 60 local businesses to register to your event. So that represents about 13 to 20 registrations per channel, which is easily achievable. We've tested it when we did our test run, and we saw these results plenty of time. You'll see with the approaches that we propose, you guys are going to be able to achieve that. And then the next goal will be to convert 50% of these registrants to attendees to your actual event. So you should expect to have between 20 to 30 people to attend your event. The industry average attendance rate for those is around 50%. So you've achieved that. This is completely amazing. And then from your attendees, you'll have to eventually generate $3,500 of net new MRR with SherWeb from your event leads within 6 months of the date that you apply for the program. Now, as I said earlier, this is the skin over SherWeb's new MDF program. So what are the terms and conditions to qualify for the MDF program? So of course, as I said earlier, all SherWeb partners are available. First thing you have to do is to read the Growth Accelerator Program Agreement, which will be sent to you once you register that you opt in to the program. And then you'll have to sign it and send it back to partnersuccess@sherweb.com, and then you're ready to go. You'll have to watch the 3-part video series masterclass. You have to promote and host your own event. You'll also have to share your leads with your account manager. We'll show you in the masterclass how to do that. And this is very important so SherWeb can track the results and see who qualifies for MDF funds. And then you have to meet the targets, which I just introduced in the previous slide. And once you do that, you will qualify for MDF funds for all your future events. So if you want to qualify for MDF funds with SherWeb, you'll have to do marketing events. So this is our new official marketing activity. And as long as you meet the targets, SherWeb will keep funding you forever. So this is it for the presentation. This is just an initial pitch for the program. And now we are in a Q&A session. I'm ready to take your questions. So if you have questions, please put them in the chat box. Hold on, folks. I'm just going to go to my bigger screen so I can get you guys questions. So, all right, let's start to answer some of those questions. So I have Errol here who asked me, we can host the event at our office, correct? You'll see in the program, Errol, that we give out some advice for that. And from our research, we found that hosting events at offices is correct, it works, but we've found people that had better results when they hosted the event at an interesting venue. So remember, we're trying to attract here decision makers. So sometimes these are people that have more expensive tastes, people that have higher income. So sometimes it's better to get them at a venue that is attractive to them. And remember, of course, this is usually more money than hosting it at your own office. But in the program, we show you how to get sponsors, okay? So we're gonna show you how you can pull this off without spending too much money. So I have another question from Brian here. Brian, any chance we can get early access? I don't want to wait until next month. Very good question, Brian. So we want to make this perfect for you guys. So we are putting the finishing touches on this. We're creating a beautiful portal. We want this to be slick as possible. And we have to put a few things left to put together. So we'll be there on June 3rd. But I'll make sure that you guys don't miss it. Everyone that takes part of this webinar today will get an personal invite from their account managers, okay? I have a question from Ari. When and where are these modules going to be available? So June 3rd. So June 3rd in the morning, 8 a.m. I promise you everything will be live. Can you send me I have a question here from Tammy. So can you send me the copy of the PowerPoint you just shared? Of course, this will be sent to you after the webinar. So I have a question from Stu. Approximately how many people did you have to call to get 3060 commitments to attend? So this is a good question. So from basically the strategy that we're using, the strategy is to convert about 3% of all the people that you reach. So with the methods that we have in the program, you'll see that you're going to be able to reach about 1,200 to 1,600 people. But there's one of the strategies which is very nice, which is called joint venture, which you'll find out all about when the program launches, which will get you basically free leads. And it's basically the concept of leveraging other local businesses so that they can solicitate their customers to come to your event. Question from John. So how are we notified June 3rd? Will you email all attendees? Of course I will. And your account managers will personally solicit you to get on the program. Don't worry guys, we'll make sure that you don't miss this. I have a question from Travis. You will invite partners to the Facebook group? Absolutely. So good question, Travis. So basically the Facebook group, you'll receive the link to it once you register to the event. So this will all be automated. You'll have the link to the group, and we're going to ask you a couple of questions to make sure that you really show a partner. You have to enter your Cumulus account, your name, and then you'll get access to the group. So we have people here giving out good compliments. Thank you very much. Harry says, Laura says, wow. We have Matthew here. How do we sign up for the additional webinars? So I don't know if you're talking about basically the webinars on the Facebook group, Matthew. So basically, I will keep an updated list of people that are taking part in the program, and I'll send you personally emails for reminders for our coaching call. And the coaching calls will probably take the format of Facebook Live sessions, and I'll try to book 2 sessions on. I haven't decided the day, but we'll run a poll once you guys are up in the program. I'll probably run 2 sessions, one for the Western people and one for the East Coast people. And I have another question from Dennis. Dennis asks, how are we going to deal with short partners competing in smaller areas? So this is a good question. We were ready for this to happen. And I mean, I think this SherWeb is starting to be a bigger company. You know, as we grow, our reach becomes more and more bigger. So I think this is something that will happen, and we'll see what happens with this. We'll address that issue in due time. I have questions from Gerald here. So Gerald asked me, are these live events only, or can they be webinars also? Very good question, Gerald. So yes, these for the program we prescribe to only do live events. If you guys don't want to do the presentation, this is normal. We have some of these cases. We'll show you how you can get a speaker going, but actually you should do live events. And if you want to be very innovative, what you can do is retarget the folks that cannot come to your event and live cast your event to flip it in the webinar. That could be interesting. We'll see if we can do that. I have a question from Jack here. Jack is asking, will there be as much French content as English? Very good question, Jack. So for all the SherWeb partners that are in Quebec or France, then I promise that I'll have a French version at some point. You know, it's a lot of, this program has been a 6-month process, so it's a lot of work to pull together. And I promise that we'll have a fully French version at some point. It's just a matter of being patient. We'll produce one. So I have 2 questions from Eddie here. Would an online event meet the criteria? Okay, so we answered that previously from the previous question. Our current campaign spans 2 states, so getting prospects in our city is unlikely. If you want to do something different, so if you have special cases, I'll address those, personally. So we'll find something to accommodate some of you guys that cannot really do one event locally. Perhaps we could do 2. We'll find something. Don't worry, we will be there. We tried to build this program so that it could fit, the reality of most SherWeb partners, but of course we were conscious of the fact that some of you would be exceptions. We'll address the exceptions, I promise. So we have another question here from Errol. Actually, let's take a question from Anna here. Anna Maria, can we get the slide deck so I can get, yes, we will get the slide deck to you guys after this, I promise. I have a question from Pete here. The partner program will still be continuing, correct? This program will take the place of that tool correct? Very good question by Pete here. So Pete, the Partner On program will still be live. So if you only want to do the Partner On program on your own, it's fine. It'll still be live. But now this program will include Partner On. So Partner On has been a tool that SherWeb has been working with for about a year now. And now we have found a new way to use the Partner On program, and it will be through this program. So as I mentioned, we'll have a strategy to nurture the people in Module 3, just nurture your leads in Module 3, and we'll do it using Partner On. So we'll show you how to upload the leads that you've acquired through your promotion into Partner On so that you can retarget these people. And of course, we now have the SherWeb channel live, so you're going to be able to use SherWeb made content to nurture your leads. You'll see it's amazing. I have a question from Nicholas Wickelson, who's one of our salesmen here. So will the Facebook group be open or to all or a private group? So very good question, Nick. The Facebook group will be open only to partners that are taking place in the Growth Accelerator program. So if you sign up to the program, you'll have immediate access to it. I have a question from Nasser. Nasser says, would SherWeb share with partners some local leads? This is a good question. This program is centered around lead generation. So there's no plan for SherWeb to share some leads at this point. We want to show you guys how to generate them. So I'm guarantee you with this program, Nasser, you're going to generate more leads than you ever generated before. I have a question for Mark here. How about if you're not on Facebook? Good question, Mark. So then you'll have to create an account somehow. And this has been a topic which I've been challenged on quite a lot. So why have we chosen Facebook above LinkedIn? So the reason is because we've done a lot of research, and it seems that most major brands out there that have some sort of support group do it on Facebook. The group application on Facebook is amazing, and there's tons of features. And from doing our evaluations, what suited what we wanted to do the most. So that's why we went with Facebook instead of LinkedIn. I have a question here from John. So we are starting with cybersecurity. Did other topics test particularly well? Very good question by John here. So this program here, Module 1 and Module 2 will form the core of the program. And as I said earlier, we want to evolve that program a lot. So we have some plans to generate some content around other topics. But right now, from our research, we saw that cybersecurity was the best topic to attract decision makers. It's the most trendiest topic right now, and we'll show you a strategy in the program on how to convert people not just into cybersecurity sales, but really into acquiring managed service contracts by using the message of security. But of course, we have some plans to build other pieces of content. So I want to put together in the future a presentation around telephony, another one around infrastructure as a service, and perhaps another one around dynamics. So for people, because we have quite a lot of SherWeb partners who are only Dynamics integrators, so we'll also show some love to these people. I have another question here from Anu. So Anu asks, hold on guys, just want to see how much time we have here. So we'll keep going until I have some questions. So I have another question here from Anu. So how does the program support new entrants as MSP? Very good question, Anu. So I think that with this program, you will really get the best approach on how to start your MSP practice. We also have some plans to build some more content around that topic. We already have a lot of things. So if you have some more questions on how you can do bundling or how you can approach that, make sure you talk to your account manager. I have a question here from Dave. So does the education component relate to educational requirements some of our prospects have, like accountants, for instance? Let me read the question again. So does the education component relate to educational requirements some of our prospects have? Okay, so yes, this is not something that people will be able to get certified from. This is a very good question. Perhaps we should look into doing this at first, but really the goal of this program is to show SherWeb partners how to generate leads and to put together a strategy that really works. But at some point, yes, this is a very good point, Dave. I'm taking note of this. This could be interesting if you could use this and make it attractive to, let's say, lawyers or accountants who have to do continuous training. So we'll look into how we could get perhaps this as a certification to these people. Very, very good question, Dave.
And I'll take a new last question from Nicholas here. Is this, so I'll skip that question here. So, all right, these are all the questions that I had. Thank you very much for everyone to attend this event. As I said, we'll send you a slide of this event, and this event has been a recorded webinar, so we'll also get you a video. Make sure that you tune in on June 3rd. We'll start the program. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I'm so glad that everyone seems pleased with this program. We've been working a lot on this, and that's it. We look forward to helping you guys grow with the Growth Accelerator program. Have a good day, everybody.